Hey everyone, my name is Jesse. I am the author and designer of this game, the Hidden Ones TTRPG. And this is one of our play sessions. Just keep in mind that it is a play test, and so a lot of times rules will change in between sessions. My players obviously have never played this system before, so take it very light, and if you have any suggestions on different rulings or rules that can be implemented, changes to be made, put them in the section, who knows? Maybe you'll see your suggestion show up in a future video. So, without further ado, enjoy. Alright, we ended last session with you all investigating. I can't believe I 100% forget the name. It was Musk, I believe. Anyway, you were checking out one of the names you found on the statue, a member of the Occurrence Order who was at his essentially beach house down in Riftbane. And after poking around for a bit, and Zavin doing some mechanical work, you all met up and...
all haze.
Thank you. And you all met up at night, went to go in the entry door, decided against it, found a secret tunnel, slapped around the guards a bit. You've still got 2 unconscious and 2 conscious but unmiked, before they essentially threw out the little amethysts that teleported a seemingly random array of creatures to you. And that is where we left off. So, starting at the top of combat, Heath, you're up. You have 2 maws right next to you. Those are gravity elementals. A siren was summoned kind of in the middle of this tunnel. And down at the other side are a Nathal and a dead lion and 2 screaming guards that Zavin has sealed into this tunnel.
We'll deal with them later.
If they're still alive.
If they're still alive. Oh yeah, there's something trapped in there with them, right? Or no?
Yeah, the dead lion and something else.
Yeah.
False.
Gotta make a few rolls actually to see who goes when. Alright.
The false are further away.
Yeah, the Nathal and Dead Lion are at the back, the maws are right next to you, and the siren is in the middle.
Okay, the siren has, I think, like, it has a sonic attack, I think, or something like that.
I don't know if you've ever encountered a siren.
Yeah. And I am not checking the bestiary on purpose.
I think Hayden did, right? Didn't we encounter a siren and also the gravity one in that one facility, or no? It was just the gravity ones.
Caden only would have encountered... Yeah, Caden would have encountered both of them in that one facility.
Yeah. I don't remember what we did though. I think the gravity ones gave us more trouble than the sirens. So like,
Can I attack both of those balls at the same time?
Oh wait, I think the sirens were like troublesome for like everyone except for Caden because he had counter spell.
You'll see once you end up fighting the siren, but yeah.
Counterspell is so freaking busted. I need to get it. Like, can I get it? I don't remember.
No,
I don't remember if it was called counterspell or it was something else. But
nope, it was one of the tracker abilities actually that helped.
Oh, okay.
You'll all find out. So, yes, Heath, you can attack both of them.
Okay, then I would like them to make a crash roll with me.
All right.
They would get their combined bonus though, right?
Yeah, they have one attack each, so it doesn't
Oh,
super matter.
Okay,
Well, just as
let
good
me
as me.
edit the macro. Because I have 6 attack now.
All right.
I'd say just roll for damage.
Yep. All right. You're lucky I don't let that be your damage roll. All right. Go ahead and roll the wound. What's your strength?
My strength is 6.
All right. Strength of 6. Looking for a 5+.
So melee again.
Oh, there we go.
All right. I believe these only have a wound apiece. Nope. All right. How would you like to deal these 3 wounds? Do you want to put all of them on one? Would you like to split them up, 2 on one, 1 on the other? How are you dealing these blows?
One that is behind me and one on the one that is in front of Zaven.
All right.
So 2 on this one, 1 on this one.
All right. Just pop those and 1 on that guy. Alrighty.
Not dead.
Nope. You
I
have
more HP.
5 moves left.
I have 5 moves. Cast a spell.
It's up to you.
Can I reliably? I think. Let me check. I can reliably cast Spike Flower. And if I remember correctly, multiple target spells worked that I could basically attack one target multiple times, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I will auto-cast Spike Flower
All right.
because I have 8 focus.
They still need to roll against it, right? So you should
No,
roll it
the-
in those.
The Maws only have 1 move, and they
Oh.
used it on that clash because I forgot they only had 1 move. So, hit the auto cast is fine. Where would you like to stack those wounds from Spike Flower?
For real estate.
Just let me check how much of
Also, you need moves to counter
repel. Yes.
repel. Wow.
The
Just
repel.
start getting moves.
The
Unless
repel
you
costs 1
have-
move. All of your repels do.
All of your repels will cost one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll still want
Yeah.
more moves anyway. So when I can use my boost power, I can just go ham.
Mm-hmm. 6 targets
so
on
I-
Spike Flower.
I will use 2 wounds on the one behind me and the remaining 4 on the one in front of Zafin.
All right. Heath strikes at the essentially energy hearts of these 2 creatures. And after a quick series of blows, he unleashes the Spike Flower. The thistle blossoms out of the ground, slams its thorns through them, and both of them lose the dust they had naturally pulled to themselves and are dead.
Nice.
Okay, so I
Lovin gives
have-
him a thumbs up now that he's not surrounded by deadly creatures. So we still have to deal with the dead lion and the men behind the wall.
And Siren.
Ah, yes, and the green thing.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so I didn't. What's that?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me think for a second. sadly defensive stand is at the start of the round. Okay, so Heath will hold his action
All right.
if since like the is clump of energy, right?
Mhm.
It looks like a clump of energy.
Yep.
So I think that Heath could figure out that it probably attacks through spells, or like through a spell-like ability, not a physical attack.
Mhm.
So I guess he would figure that out. So he prepares to repel.
You can't because you already
because he
cast a
has
spell.
Intrinsic casting. He has intrinsic casting.
Oh, you do. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I like it.
You yourself said to me that I should get intrinsic
I
casting.
forgot I told you about that. That's okay. That's fun. Is that all?
My action to repel.
All right. You don't.
He
You
tries
don't.
to
n-
stand
need
in the way of harm's way.
All right.
So others don't get hurt.
Sounds good. Pax, you're up.
Where is the tunnel sealed off?
At the very back, there's a wall into the stairwell,
Okay. Oh, okay. So
and,
they're kind of sealed. The whole tunnel itself is open.
essentially turning it into diamond. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So. Fall. Okay. Can I, if I were to look down the tunnel, would I be able to see through the siren? Or is it like kind of blocking my sight?
It's
You shouldn't be able to see the siren at all, right? Or didn't I wall them out entirely, or no?
no. You walled the far end.
Oh, the far end. Okay. And the
Mhm.
siren's still inside. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Could you draw on the walls?
I did
Real
draw on the
quick.
wall. It's down.
Okay.
It's in
We
brown
walled
right
in
there.
the door. Yeah.
Mhm.
We didn't wall in them entirely. Yeah.
Yeah, you just trapped them in the tunnel with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see past the siren in the same way like you can see kind of like through a car's headlights at night where there is some fuzzy vision past it and you can see general shapes. But also it is blocking most of your sight.
Okay, well, and Pax is going to remove the obstacle, so I will kind of step forward here, and I'll just portal punch the siren.
All right.
What does the siren look like? Is it just a glowing ball of green, or is it?
It kind of looks like a pulsing warp in the air. There's a slight green to it, but it mostly looks like the air has turned into like the surface of a sub speaker.
Okay.
Basically, the air vibrates.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I got it.
With a bit of a
Uh,
noticeable glow.
Yeah. Which is why I'm thinking it's like, punch some sound.
Well, we'll find out if it works.
Yeah.
That is Pax's initial foray into this thing.
I mean, if physical attacks don't work on it at all, then I don't think any of us could hurt it then, right?
I mean, you have spells.
No, but my spells are physical in nature. Same with yours.
They're not
The only one
energy-based.
who would not be physical in nature would be Pax's. But-
I think that there is not like damage types here.
Well,
It's not like a
It's
spell
up
deals
to Heath.
non-magical physical
Well,
damage.
see, the thing is, like, what I mean is, like, you can't really slash sound with a sword, right? But like, if
I would
you
say
shot a
that,
sound wave at it, you could technically like cancel it out, the, waves and
I
whatnot.
mean, since it's just sound, you can like basically muffle it.
I
Like
guess.
limit.
You'll have to.
Oh,
You will all
energy
have to
sustain
find out.
itself.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we'll have to find out.
Or what Pax might try to do is just to try to move his fist fast enough to create waves of his own. But we'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
See what happens.
Whole
although
night.
one
But I'm
one
gonna.
one ruling I am changing is because you can only get the ability you're using to portal punch specifically states it's a arm-sized portal. I am gonna say only half of your attacks since you can only get one arm through this portal.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Oh, that's fine.
I was wondering
So-
how he is just as good punching through a little hole
Yeah,
as
No,
he
that's fine.
is.
so
So
half
let's see.
attacks.
So 9 rounded down before.
All right, go ahead and roll clash. Ooh,
Still rolled really well.
Mm-hmm.
did.
Wait,
But
no, that was Jesse.
that was me.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yep.
It was definitely not me. Let's see what happens.
That will be hard.
Not as great,
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
except let's see. And I don't think I can do anything to that roll that is going to be good enough.
All right. As you go to swing at this thing through the portal, you stick your arm through, start swiping. You see the almost sphere of pulsing sound just kind of begins to warp around your hand, and you can see there is a small ethereal core that is slightly glowing green, but you're not hurting it as it dodges out of the way of your attack. So
And it doesn't try to attack it?
no,
That
it
was
took a
dodge
dodge.
roll. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, man, this thing must be like an expert fighter if it has this much attack.
Nope, that's agility.
Oh, very good.
Mhm.
Well, that gives
Well,
me
it
an
goes-
idea what I'd be up against spellcasting against it.
Mm-hmm.
That's 5 agility, huh? That's pretty hard.
Well, Pax is going to pull his arm back through, and I guess he's going to turn back. Do you guys want me to leave the portal open? That didn't seem to work very well.
If you see it do anything look dangerous, close it.
Okay, so I guess I will step back out of the way. I'll leave
Alright.
the portal open, kind of like with it, so that either Heath or Zavin can use it. And then like if it's if I see something start flying through the portal, I'll close it.
All right.
Yeah, including the siren, I guess. I don't know exactly how big the siren is.
Oh.
Maybe the siren, if the siren is only a little tiny cute, like a little tiny sphere, surrounded by like an aura,
Pixie?
it could just fly through.
No,
That'd be
it's
funny.
it's bigger than that. It's bigger than
Okay.
that. All right. I mean, you have 5 moves left if you want to use them, or you can just wait here.
No, I'm just gonna wait. There's really nothing much I can do considering it's blocking the way, and it obviously it has better dodge than I have. Half attack right now.
It
All right.
only has one more dice. It just has to low roll, and you just have to high roll.
Yeah.
You don't have the one move or ability that lets you spend move points equal to whatever to make attacks.
So let me look.
That's a real good one for your character
Yeah,
type. I don't know
think
if you
it's
even have.
it's strike. I know he has that ability.
Yeah, I
Okay.
could re-roll like to attack again, but
Yeah. It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, up to you. You got plenty of moves left.
yeah, I guess I could make this not a. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see where's that at. So 3 plus. Nope,
Nothing.
not
Nice.
at all.
Passing for you.
I wish there was like a little counter attached to our like either our combat tracker or like our characters, so when we right click on them, like we could just like count down the amount of moves we have. That way we can keep track of our moves that way.
That's a good
And
idea.
sometimes I get lost. So I'm like, how many moves do I got left? I think I moved like 3 spaces. And stuff
Mhm.
like that.
All right. You still have 5 moves, unless you just want to wait here.
You can like not. Yeah. I'll just wait. But as
Alright.
far as the moves thing, if you right click on your token, you choose like the little gear, and you choose resources.
Oh.
You can like if we were to somehow just create a resource just called move, we could actually just update that as we go, and you can display a bar.
Yeah.
We would just have to have an actual attribute added to the game system that's attached to our characters, just called moves or move or something like that.
Yeah. That's something we can do on the fly right now, though.
Yeah. All right. That all for you?
Yep.
All right. At that, the Nathal and Dead Lion that were summoned immediately go into a frenzy and rip the throats out of the two unconscious guards that Pax had killed. And the other guards, seeing this, are...
Oh, we didn't kill them. Our hands are clean.
Mhm.
Well, when there has to be some witnesses alive to be able to say that they didn't die by our hands and whatnot. So
Yep.
Well, we probably didn't rip their throats out, so that's fair.
Yeah. Well, the Nathal is more of a just like repeatedly stabbing its bone wrist spikes into this thing, and the lion does what cats do and goes for the throat, kills it, and then they begin to look at the other guards as they screaming pull out rifles. Zavin, it is your turn.
but they don't attack each other.
Nope.
That's interesting. Well, I'm not a nature controller, so I don't care about animal behavior. So Zavin will.
Guess who is?
Yeah, but do you care about animal behavior?
They care about human trauma.
Yeah, all you care about is healing people. Some nature controller you are. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Uh,
humans are a part of nature.
yeah, they're only like 1%, probably less than that actually, since we're in super space. But you know,
I am a doctor. I
Yeah,
care about
no.
people.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Let's
What you
see.
doing, Zavin?
A baby.
You still
So
have a
the
portal
siren,
in front of you.
The siren is technically in range through the portal. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, I can't really save those other guys. I don't have the moves. I mean, I might start moving up if the siren dies, but okay. I'll try to use my boost ability. So that's just a d6 to see if I get it. I did. Very nice. Time to unleash hell on this thing. Unless it
Mhm.
has freaking counter, like the counter spell ability, in which case I'll cry. I'm gonna go ahead and use Lester Bomb on it. All targets being it.
All
Or
right.
maybe I should actually just spike ball it to like reduce its focus or agility, and then cluster bomb.
It is up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spike ball it. Let's see. I have full moves right now, which is technically 5 thanks to tactics. So yeah, let's do 4 of those. So I'll just spell cast. Actually, no, I'm only gonna do 3. I'm pretty sure once I do 3, I'll spend my rest for the other ones.
Oh joy. Yeah, the first you just begin firing these rocks through the portal, and the first one drives straight through the center of it and kills it.
Oh, well, that was really anticlimactic. I expected it
Will
to
the
have
other
more
rocks
HP
keep
than
going?
What?
Yes, but because of the little kink in the tunnel, they don't hit anything. They just
Yeah,
clatter
it's-
off the
it's-
back.
It's way too far. It's like way too far. And that move has like poopy range, really garbage range. And Zombie goes, "Huh? I kind of expected more from it." Anyways, I guess a note to self: sometimes it's better to just barrage with really shitty moves. death by 1,000 cuts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
that's basically the thing with multiple target spells, I guess.
Am I committed since I said I spike balled like 3 times?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you already rolled.
Yeah. I'm like the guy that's spraying the machine gun at one person, even though like 2 bullets is probably enough to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I'll use. I rolled. Let's see, a total of 3 times. So I still got 3 moves left because 1 is movement. Zavin will begin advancing because it'd be lame if we kept on fighting. Just right here. Yeah, 15 yards. Ooh, wait. Maybe I should
oof.
save 1 move. I'll save 1 move.
All
Just
right.
in case. Wait, what the heck? Why didn't I move? 10. Yeah, press space. Oh yeah, it's because I keep on using. I've been using like a freaking keyboard that's not hooked up to my computer right now.
Ah.
Oh. Be careful, Zavin, because Nafal have null fields.
Well, maybe I can break the null field.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
See. All right. Yeah, with that, we're back to the top. Actually, the soldiers are going to each take their shot. And both are going to hit their target.
Oh, sick. Let's go.
Oh, snap.
Ooh. Oh.
And the one blasts the Nathal for a single wound.
Let's go.
Nafal have 36 wounds.
Oh, he shoots it in the head and it dies.
The Nafal have
Yo,
1 wound.
let's go, guards.
Yep. All right, Heath, you're up.
Shame they're gonna do our work for us, and then we're gonna have to knock them unconscious or kill them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good because he killed the thing with the null field.
What was Nathal the one with the no field?
Yeah, Nafal have the null field.
It's interesting.
The lions are just...
Biologically,
melee.
though, is it a biologically produced null field, or is it like a I'm alive, therefore it's here kind of null field? That's something that you would know, Heath.
I mean,
Maybe.
I just know that the Nafal have a null field.
It's a spell. It's a spell-based ability, so it's only on while they're alive. But I did, or I'm working
is
on.
it on when they are unconscious? Also?
Yes. Just not when they're dead.
Basically, as long as their heart beats, they like subconsciously do it.
Essentially, it's like a ability they have on all the time. But I am removing absolute null fields from the game right now.
Yeah, because they're not fun.
Yeah, and turning them into essentially capped. So like anything under, I don't know what I think I modified Nathal. Yeah, 20. Anything under 20 won't harm them.
Yo, easy. You saw my rolls?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're talking to Zavin.
they're level
Well.
3. Come on.
Yeah, that's not fair. Technically, getting 20 plus is a 50-50 for me, basically. Because 7 is average for 2d6, so I focus 13.
All right.
We have 6 moves because we have buffs and tactics and whatever.
Yes.
If you only have the default 4 moves, yeah. I'm thinking about getting more moves once my focus is high enough to start doing stuff with my, whatchamacallit, battle
Battles?
summon. Yeah.
I am also thinking of getting more moves because I am mostly... Like when I fight melee, so I do need to be able to get close fast.
Well, that's what jetpacks are for, and Zavin will probably be able to make some of those eventually.
Make me one. Okay, 6 times 5 is
30.
20 is 30.
Shouldn't be too hard since we have a
Oh.
gravity controller, but I don't know. I'll probably be able to make them once I get the third Tinkerer, not Tinkerer, the third mage
Constructor.
constructor thing, power battery, because that
Mhm.
will remove the 2 times difficulty thing for imbuing gems and whatnot, which I think would just make making things easier.
Yes. It would. All right, Heath, what are you doing?
Uh, Heath, uh, uh, Heath places his hands like in a cross,
Mm-hmm.
flexes his muscles really hard, and then runs in front of everyone. He does the using the how is it called, defensive. He uses what is it called, defensive stance.
All right.
It's an is it an ability or is it like just something? Like I just do it without spending any moves, anything.
No, it is a. Yeah,
Ability.
it's an ability, but it doesn't cost one of your abilities. It's a passive.
Okay.
So how many attacks are you shifting into your defense?
5. This way I have 10 defense.
All right, sounds good.
Mm. So he flexes his muscles really hard and then who's in front of everyone.
Sounds good.
This is all of his moves.
Pax, you're up.
Or maybe not. He uses uses
All
5
right.
of his moves, and the last move is for a clash roll if he needs to.
Okay.
There's 1 of 6. Move right up behind Heath and save back a move. If I have to dodge.
All right.
Everyone's a fairly close range character, because I'm
Mhm.
Earth controller, and Earth controllers are fairly close ranged.
Max ends up dying, I'm gonna make a long range character.
Well, we did have a long range character, but they're
We
non-existent right
had
now.
Error Madillo with his
Yeah.
killer sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm. All right, that is Pax. The dead lion is going to attack one of the soldiers. I'm just going to move it outside the tunnel for the sake of vision. And these bad boys have only 1 attack. All right, soldier versus kitty cat. Soldier wins. Accuracy roll. And 2 wound. Wow! These soldiers don't feel like dying as the cat leaps at the soldier. He pushes it down with his gun and then shoots it in the face. It scratches along its spine, leaves a big gouge down its back as the lion takes 1 wound.
These soldiers are freaking the greatest.
Yeah. All right, Zavin,
Minus the piss on their pants, but you know.
you're up.
Adrenaline rush, I guess.
I freaking hate this mouse. This mouse's right click sucks.
They are like the soldiers, like the before and after of Captain America.
I think these are the only humans that have ever done anything in this game.
Well, I have to get close in order to do anything really. Well, technically, I can get. Let's see. Take me 3 moves to get to Pax, and then I could just be like, "Hey, portal, please."
Good.
All right. Oh, Zone says, "I'm gonna need a portal."
Okay, so Pax will open one one in front of Zav, and the other end kind of like in front
Yeah.
of the
So long as
the
I can
lion.
see him.
All right.
Like maybe here-ish or so.
Alright. Well, I only have... Well, I spent 3 moves to get there. I only have...
3 moves left.
3 moves left. Well... 2 moves left, right? Two non-movement moves left.
You can consider one of those moves that that move from tactics. Like, you don't have to use it at the end of your turn.
Yeah, I have.
So
It's so weird keeping track of these numbers. Oh my god. That's why I need to like boost my move. That way I can just be like, yeah, I totally have moves left.
you have 3 moves left.
Okay. Well, it doesn't hurt to try to charge, or not charge. Boost.
All right.
Boost. No. That's a shame. Well. Can't boost and dual cast in the same turn. This sucks. I guess I'll go ahead and just I'll cluster bomb the deadline. That's what you said it was.
It is.
Let's see if I can hit this. Well, it's a 16, so the odds are in my favor. Actually, I think it's an auto cast, but I'll roll anyways. Very cool.
Yep. All right. What does the cluster bomb look like as it kills this thing?
I don't know. I don't know what a cluster bomb entails to. I imagine it's probably just spike ball, but like a lot more comes out at once.
All
so
right.
I'm just imagining a bunch of like, spikes just emerging from the ground, like sporadically, but all hitting, not sporadically, erratically, but all hitting the deadline and like shish kebabbing it, maybe
Alright.
bringing it so far as to touch the ceiling, depending on how small this place is.
Yeah. These spikes, as Zavin runs up next to you, panting a little bit, Pax asks for the portal. You open one, and he summons the wall and ground from around this dead lion and just drives the earth through it. And it actually rips it into several pieces that you can see still dangling from these spikes. Blood coats the floor. The humans on the other end are gibbering at this point. They're just yelling at whatever seems to be attacking them. They might not be 100% sane anymore.
I
Zone
thought
will-
there was just one soldier.
Zavin will
There's 2.
spend his remaining move. Well, he has 2 moves left. He'll spend one of his moves, I guess, to try to persuade them that they will die if they fight us, and to throw down their arms.
All right.
I'll roll a persuasion.
Go ahead.
It's just 1 dice because I'm not trained.
I want
Oh wait,
to
what?
do
Or no?
A
not
20?
1 dice, but, yeah, I guess a 20. I mean, I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
I
You
wanted
call.
to do that, but okay.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Zavin?
Yeah.
You call to them, tell them to throw down their weapons, and realize that these 2 are well beyond the point of sanity as they both go, "Ah, da, 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 da," reach into their pockets, and throw 2 more gems at you. Both.
For fuck's sake.
If only I had more. Whatchamacallit? Well, I guess I still have a move left, so I'm just gonna say, close the portal.
Oh, that's
Can Heath like catch one?
I don't know if I can
throw it back?
close the portal off turn when I already opened it off the same turn.
Yeah, the open and close is the same.
Okay.
Oh,
Then I
you're
will-
only
I'll attempt to do that.
36 feet away. It's not even a pitcher's mound.
Yeah, but still,
These guys happen to be ex-baseball players.
No, they're
Veteran soldier.
insane and panicking. So, let's see. Heath, you're in the front.
Hysterical
So,
strength.
Heath, go ahead and roll 2d6 for me, if you would.
Oh no. Oh no.
X is gonna completely skip fighting whatever comes out of these portals and just go smack the living shit out of the two soldiers.
Yeah. Yeah, like Heath actually wanted to
Ooh,
like be nice.
a 6.
it's not like these guys have actually heard us yet. They've mostly just been like,
I love
lying a
this so
bunch.
much. I love this encounter so much.
Right now, Heath wanted to be nice. He wanted to like intimidate them and say like, "You have no chance of defeating us. Stand down." But when they threw more Pokeballs, right now he's just going to beat the shit out of them.
You would, but as one of the gems lands in front of you, there's a small warp that you, since it's close enough, you can actually feel the warp pull through Pax. And 2 more Nathal pop up right in front of you, Heath.
very cool. These are the ones with no fields.
Let's see here. Zavin, go ahead and roll me 2 more d6.
Shoot. Shoot.
For fuck's sake.
We're dead.
20.
Oh,
Is that going to
probably
be
hurt.
20?
oh no.
This will
Is
hurt.
that going to be 10 or 20?
Why are they in possession of these gems? This is too powerful for simple
So they're
guards.
going to
Oh.
like summon something like 20
Could-
and will die.
Because they
Oh,
work for a
no.
dude who works for the occurrence order who is collecting all this stuff.
In front of you. Oh boy. You see a
Mecanthus.
creature that you have never seen before. It is it blocks the entire tunnel. It is a massive 8-foot tall, hairy, not ape-like, almost masculine in form as to where it has massive shoulders and chests that narrow down in almost a V shape to its hips, and then massive ape-like legs. The proportions are all wrong. And as it looks at you, you see fire just blazing from its eyes, as if it is empowered by some sort of fire magic. It's not a fire creature, but it does have fire abilities. And it flexes its massive claws at you and roars.
Keith roars now.
All right. Let me throw these in the initiative order briefly.
And then Nathal will probably kill you.
All right. So that's
Well, if they
that.
don't, the giant ape thing will.
Oh,
I'll start considering what character I want to make.
am
next.
I don't remember. I may be able to fight 2 Nathals, maybe. Very maybe.
oof. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, boys. Heath, you're up. You have 2 Nathals and a cryptid behind them.
I knew this was a cryptid because well, sorry, I looked in the bestiary.
I don't
know
mind.
that we are fucking dead.
It's a cryptid.
Let's see if I have any abilities that could help us.
Healing?
I mean, we are healed, so that will need an altar. That will be an altar infused. Can I try to use spawn to like grow the densest, hardest? How do I put it? Like a barrier of sorts between.
You can
the,
You can try, but what you've seen from Spawn, it doesn't give you any cover. It's more of a vision obscuring thing.
So I won't be able to like create an actual barrier.
No.
I think I can make us survive against this. I don't think I can beat it if it's as scary as you guys are talking about. If I
It
can
has really good stats.
if I can boost, then I can just like make a layer of diamond walls, like 5 of them. And that would give us some time. I don't know how long that would give us, but you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
So just so
Maybe
you
something.
it has a good strength.
just so you know how the mechanics of this works, your guys' rolls determine the creature's level. The roll
Yeah, yeah.
I'm making, so
Yeah,
that is
yeah,
a
you
level
told me,
20
yeah.
creature.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I was asking if it would be 10 or 20, and it seems it will be 20.
Oh yes, doubles count.
Out of curiosity, if I cast a spell on the cryptid, will the Nephal's null field interfere?
No, it's a personal thing. Much the same way as like Blades Alone for a Battleborn works.
Okay. So I will cast. I will auto cast. How is it called? How is it called? I will try to cast Spike Flower on the the cryptid.
Alright, go ahead and roll the spell because it is going to repel.
Wait, it's going to repel. It has focus.
It's a
Oh
level
yeah, it
20.
has focus.
It's level 20. Of course, it's gonna
It
be able to
has-
repel.
It has good agility.
It's level
Let me
20.
check
It
it.
has good everything.
Yeah, it's level 20. I wish I had a focusing tool right now.
Yep, go ahead and roll the spell.
Okay, let's go.
Unfortunate.
As the flower blossoms in front of it, it roars and fire spews from its mouth and just consumes this flower.
Has a plus 12 in focus. That's pretty strong.
Or 13.
Or
Because
13.
rounded down.
12 or 13. Yeah. So it might be as focused as I am.
Almost. Okay, so I will just seeing as I will probably not be able to defeat the Nephal.
You cast a spell on it, huh? Maybe I should just unload on it if I get my boost up.
Should it just he just flexes his muscles so hard that they look like metal, and he just tries to protect himself from the attacks that will come, most probably.
Alright.
Let me check if I can use an ability or something.
Excuse me.
Let me check because I want to see the
Perfect.
character within one move, one exhaustion. Does the cryptid is within 2 moves of me, sadly.
It's within one move of you.
Is in 1 move?
Mhm.
Okay. So I will try to use sap on the cryptid.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
Yes. It works.
Alright. It is definitely going to try to repel that. It would prefer not
Oh,
to.
it's trying another repel? Oh
It-
boy.
Yes, it
It
is.
has Unchained, I think.
Oh shit. Does that mean
I mean,
it
most like high. It seems that most
You
higher
can-
level.
You can chain repel. Like all your repels count as one move.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
no,
lose the
I'm just
agility.
saying that like. Okay, just making sure,
Yep.
making sure. This is
I have
this is
to
free real
spell
estate.
cast against it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep on doing useless stuff against it, and then I'll be able to unload on it if I get my my charge.
Heath,
Or my boost.
you already used your spell, so you can't put a spell into this. Essentially, what you did is burned it off, and by rules of abilities, it is going to take a 3 focus penalty.
This is very good.
But since it did burn off a repel, it only takes essentially 1/4 of what it would have taken. So it's going to take a 3 focus penalty, but not a penalty to its move and to its strength.
Basically, it doesn't have exhaustion, it just has slightly lower focus.
Yes, it has a partial exhaustion.
I'm okay with that because it still helps.
Yep.
You made it do another repel roll, and now you also lowered its focus a bit. So long as I don't
Right
die,
now, Keith
you
will
might be able to
probably die.
unload on it.
But Heath has a defense of 10. Let's hope it helps.
Well, the cryptic would have to go through the Nethal first, unless like
Let's hope
Then
it
the-
kills them first.
unless the cryptid like goes, "Hey Nethal, you mind if I move here?" And then Nethal's like, "Oh yeah, no problem," and you know
And all of them attack Heath at once.
they
He just
collaborate to
goes up.
they're extremely kind and nice to each other.
All right, Heath, anything else you want to do?
No. It was a spell roll. It didn't use an attack roll, but it would be for like a clash.
Yep. You can clash the Nethal.
No, because then I won't be able to like, defend against them.
All right.
I wouldn't win anyways, because attack of 1 now.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, this is like he just like stands in front of all of you. Tries to hold the creatures back.
And
Next.
let's see if I die this turn.
Next up is the cryptid.
That's a
And-
spell.
It rears its head back, roars, and is going to cast. Let's see, which fire spell do we want to use? Are you all within 2 yards of each other?
Yeah, and we're
Probably.
like 1 block away from each other. I'd say so.
Okay. It's going to cast the fire spell, Flame Wall,
Oh,
as
Can all of
flames
us repel it?
as flames billow from its mouth. Yes, you may retaliate or repel it.
Hey, let's all roll a repel.
oh, that's easy, easy. You guys don't even need a roll. I'm saying.
I mean, just in case.
Add half your focus. Don't forget. Woo, Zavin.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm just trying to think whether I should boost up my my agility. Let's see.
Okay, so mine is actually
Because I have
16.
defended dodge, where I can add my attack stat to my agility stat when dodge. That's only dodge and clash though. That's not-
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, then I'll just make the roll and we'll see what happens.
It's too bad
You
I
don't
can't
have
like
to.
diamond wall this in response to be like, ah, diamond wall.
All right.
You can teleport.
Oh, the
Everyone
Nethal.
died but me. That's too bad. That's enough.
I need to check what the Nethal's attempted a Oh. Well,
Well, they have a null field of, which is 20, right?
yeah.
And you only rolled 17, so they should be fine.
Yep. The Nethal are fine. You watch as like the
that's
fire
good to
kind
know.
of is absorbed by them. However, Heath and Pax, you both take 3 wounds.
I thought that if we like defend together, the spells gets nullified together, but okay.
Nope.
No, I'm not dead.
I'm also not dead.
It rears back its head
And it does it again.
and does it again.
Okay, fuck.
Except this time you all get 1 less agility die.
Yep.
how much did it cost for this there? My fuck.
Oh. No, we
Well.
lose.
That's
That's
24, 34.
Yeah, I'll roll it, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be that.
So,
oh wow, what a poor roll.
without before
2 ones.
Before-
That sucks.
before he dies.
Doesn't
he-
matter because he just did 32, and there's no way I could dodge.
I have
No way
5
I could
charge
dodge that.
points, so I might have been able to survive, but oh, I have 4 wounds. So if he does, it's 3 wounds again, I'm still alive. But you guys are not.
Go, Nathal! Yeah, the Nathal are obliterated in that second burst as this thing is essentially powering itself up,
It's going Super Saiyan.
apparently. Heath, you want to do some off-turn healing here?
How much damage did it do? Like in.
The first one did 3, and the second one is the same spell.
Okay, so both of them. They did
Total
6.
6 damage. Total 6 damage.
Okay, just let me check if I can survive that.
Even with your off turn. Off turn's only like how much? More like 1? Are we strong enough to get more than that yet? Or are you strong enough to get more than that yet? And if you are, you might only be able to save yourself.
He can heal
Can
for
you be silent
2
for 3
wounds.
seconds? Okay, 3, and then I heal for 2. Okay, I heal for 2, and 3. I have 1 wound.
All right. I will remind you all that there is a third option when something casts a spell on you. You can choose to countercast, which you can obviously only do once instead of trying to repel, but it allows you to just cast a spell for free, even off your turn.
Wait, what? I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought that was a mage thing.
No,
Vanessa did it once.
it's an
so-
alternative to repelling. Essentially, you're like, yep, I'm taking the hit, and then just casting a spell in response.
Oh. Well, that would
But
have been good to know.
I will let you retroactively do that. Anyone who wants to. However, specifically for PAX, if you do that even to the first spell, you can't repel the second one. Or if you repel the first one, you can't repel the second.
It would.
Okay.
Unless you have intrinsic casting.
I will take the hit then. So I
I'll also
reckon
take that
I don't really have spells, so
Yeah.
what this does is I do it at the same time as we take the damage, correct?
Yes.
And I cannot mitigate said damage by diamond walling.
No, since this is a spell, Diamond Wall doesn't do anything to it.
Well, okay, so it doesn't come forth from his mouth or anything.
No,
It
he's
just
essentially
appears,
just
right?
spawning fire in front of it. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I can also just use regenerate to heal to basically get a damage resistance.
Yes.
So I will do that, and I
I-
auto cast it, so I only take
will-
1 damage.
Yes. Heath, what are you doing?
I countercast.
You can't cast multiple spells in a turn.
Even if I have intrinsic casting, I can't.
Intrinsic casting allows you to cast and repel in the same turn.
Okay,
not cast
so I
multiple
can
spells.
Cast and countercast.
No, that's 2 spells
Okay.
in 1 turn.
That's only a mage thing.
Yes.
So I healed myself for 2, and I have 1 wound left. Fuck.
All right. And Pax, you take 3 wounds on that spell.
Would using the regenerating life ray count as casting 2 spells?
Yes, because you cast a spell through it and then
I understand.
use that. So Now, if you tossed the ray, it's not specific to nature, so if you toss the ray to someone who can cast multiple spells on a turn, they can just start counter-casting their moves through it and just start spamming healing out of it, essentially.
You can do that. Well,
Yeah, it's not locked to an individual type of power. So, Pax, you take 3 wounds. How you doing?
Well, I already took 3 wounds, so I took another 3 wounds, and I
Mhm.
die. But I have
But
the
you
resurrection
come
stone, so I
back.
come back.
Full health. Ironically, interestingly, full agility too. So the effects.
So I burn, and like a phoenix, I rise from my own ashes.
All right. Yeah.
I think what would be funny is that the only person that knew they came back would be Pax, because everyone was covered in flames. They could not see him die and come back.
Yeah, I think that is what happened. There's just fire everywhere, and then you're all standing there. But Pax is just standing naked in a mail shirt because he did have some armor on. Completely unharmed.
Well, Zaman's just gonna be
do I
like,
need
I
a
guess he
move to
somehow
give
made
Zaven,
a
life ray?
weird pal.
Please, can I just give it to him? He asks for it and I do it, or do I need a move to do that?
You can just throw it at him.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't use all your moves on your turn, so I will give
Okay.
you a bit of freedom on that. Yeah.
So he takes off the life ray from his hand and gives it to Zavin. What would he say? Your spells are far more powerful, and this device functions on the spell. He will be able to heal a lot better with it.
Oh, what does this thing even do? We're in the heat of
You-
battle, and Zaman's just like, what is this?
Heath, go
You
ahead and
can
make
channel.
a strength roll for me real quick.
Is it 2d6 plus my strength?
Yes. It should probably be
Maybe
agility.
A
but
D6 per strength point, isn't it?
No, just 2d6 plus your
Okay,
strength.
2d6 per strength.
It's the OG persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
With my good strength, it could work.
You got the
All right.
average.
And
42.
Zavin, go ahead and roll me an agility check, but at the 2 dice
Reduced,
penalty.
right? Yeah.
But don't drop a dice for this one. Just keep it at whatever you were at.
Well, I didn't try the repel the second time around, so I should be at 4.
Yes. You are at 4.
Pretty sure I got this. Yeah.
All right, you catch it. Heath tosses it to you. You catch it as, let's see, the cryptid repel, 2 spells. Yep. Puts his head down and bull charges at Heath. Heath, let's
Motherfucker.
roll clash.
Oh, that's not that bad.
I lose.
Yeah. Yeah, except for he only has 1 right now because he shifted everything into defense.
Oh. Well, you have 10 defense. You'll be fine.
Strength of 7. We're looking for
And
6
it has a
plus.
lot of strength.
There's 1.
Heath's skin is almost functioning as the wood of an ironwood tree, the bark of an ironwood tree, as this thing's razor claws begin to slash into it. It bites him in the neck, and actually its teeth don't penetrate as this 8-foot tall creature just begins to slash through Heath. Let's see, that is going to be 4 of its moves. It's going to keep coming, Heath. Should I just roll the wound?
The only way you could lose is if you rolled all 1s or all 1s and a 2, and then he rolled a 6.
Yep.
Which I guess could happen.
Yeah. I can roll it if you want me to, Lee. Lee?
Roll.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, couldn't hear you.
Oh, almost.
Oh, so close.
Almost, but I would still lose.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost all ones and
Worth a
two.
shot though.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't have any dire points?
I have, let's see. I have 5 dire points, but I would only deal 1 wound to it. But I guess.
But
I
that would
will
mean
try.
you wouldn't take wounds. Right?
Okay, let's see.
Wrong,
Just-
wrong
First
hotkey.
was 4.
Just
The
use that
first was
first
4.
dice. Yep.
The first one was 4. So draws go to players. So I will use 4 dire points.
All right. Go ahead and try to deal a wound to it. Hit
How
back.
much will I have to roll?
Your strength is 6, you said?
Yes.
Defense of 7, so 4 plus.
50-50.
Jeez.
Hey.
Yes.
See? You turned the tide for one more
I
hit.
slap it.
He still has probably more.
You managed to shatter it. Yeah. Let's see here. That's 2 attacks on
I
that.
punch it in the teeth as it tries to bite me.
Okay. So, let's see here. Repel, move, 2 spells, 2 attacks on Heath. Yep. It's coming in for its, It already spent a move on Repel. So yeah, it's coming in for its last attack, Heath.
Alright, if you can survive this one. Oh, no 6s.
Yeah. No 6s.
Bites my arm and I hold it in place.
Yeah. Heath, this thing pounds into you, and seeing this terrifying creature that was incinerating the lot of you, Heath just manages to straight up face tank this thing's blitz attack. And with that, Pax, it's your turn.
Yep.
After that, Heath says, I said it once already. When I flex my muscles for real, nothing can get through them.
There's some blood dripping and some scorch marks, but you're
Shut
still up. Pax, what are you doing?
It,
Yep,
You didn't- they
Pax,
didn't get through
mostly
'em.
nude, is gonna stroll up next to it,
unload it. Come on.
and then he's just gonna blast into it.
Give him the 1-2.
All right, it's gonna keep trying to fight you.
Okay.
He's
He's gonna roll a bit better.
All right, what's your attack or strength?
7.
Whoa! All right, 4 plus.
You got
There we
this,
go.
man. Hey, I see a
there's
bunch
some
of those.
4s.
Whoa,
That's
that
6. 6 wounds.
It's level 20 though. Does it have more than 6 wounds? Let's see.
1, 2,
It has
3,
7.
4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Well,
Pax.
it already has 1 wound.
what does it look like?
Yo.
So while its mouth is occupied, clamped around Heath's arm, Pax is just gonna just rear back and just uppercut it right in the face, kind of like what is that move from Street Fighter? The Shoryuken. There's the
Yeah,
uppercut.
Shoryuken.
Okay,
Hey, oh.
Heath,
Hey, oh.
you had
Brutality.
Heath, you had already fractured its jaw with the wound you had dealt it. As you're just holding this in place, out of the corner of your eye, you see Pax coming. Rotate your arm to hold the neck perfect. Pax, in a single blow, reaches for an uppercut that perfectly aligns with its spine. His fist and arm ripped through the side of its neck as it blows its head half off, punching through its spine, killing it in a single punch.
Very perfect. Zevin has to deal with those guards.
Yeah.
Well,
You
it,
could also heal me because I have one wound.
I can't
No.
heal. Oh wait, I can. That
You
weird
do.
thing.
Pax
you
still
gave me.
Pax still has
I still have moves.
4 moves left.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. I'm throwing up to some guards. Let's see if we can get a strike 3 here. Oh, and we
Yeah.
can. And I am going to
Roll the
smack the
wound.
shit out of some humans. I'm not gonna try to kill them. I'm literally just gonna beat them senseless.
Okay.
Maybe like this scene from It Man.
There goes the first one. And yep, that's enough. Pax walks up after
He's just gonna calmly just curl up his fist, and then just punch them solidly right in the solar plexus, and just looking them dead in the eyes, and just do it once, and then he's gonna turn slowly to the other guy and just do it again.
All right, they both go down, unable to breathe, and as you watch them, you catch a glimpse on the wall behind them. Depressed is a panic button.
The wall behind
guys,
them is a diamond wall.
Guys, we might have a problem.
You mean the wall to the side of them, then? Like,
Yeah,
Like
like
off to the side of the tunnel.
yeah, right
'cause
here.
otherwise, I would have covered that with a diamond wall, but we couldn't see it.
He's gonna shout back over his shoulder and like, guys, we have a problem. There's a flashing light here that probably is not a good thing.
No, after we dealt with this freaking thing right here, and I like prod at its corpse with my foot, I'm pretty sure we can handle any problem. But what's the problem? Is it flashing light?
Well, there is always 24 level things. Varkoa.
I don't know. I feel like we handled this very well. Because even if you didn't manage to like hurt it that much, I was still alive at the end of this, so I could have unloaded on it with boost.
Yes,
Well-
but as a team, we like worked really well
Yeah.
because
Well,
I basically
technically
just held
we
it
did have a
back.
death.
You did
It just
have a
happened
death.
to-
It's
It just happened to be that
perfect. Yeah, we're still in initiative, so let's see how many moves would that have taken from.
Wait, we are still in initiative.
So you had-
Oh no.
And I think that was that was at
Zafin,
least
please heal
I
me.
think that was 5. It was like
Yeah.
it was like 1 and then an attack and then move up and then another
Mhm.
attack.
Please heal me.
Yep, that was 5. So you have one more move to do anything you want with.
Can I
Compose.
could I spend a move to rifle through the pockets of one of these downed guards to see if they have any more of those amethysts?
You may go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Since when is Pax a rogue?
Not a rogue. He's just trying to remove any of these things because they cause us so much problems. Yeah.
You don't find anything.
Yeah. Worth a shot.
All right. Next up is Zavin.
Okay. Holding the weird thing that Chief threw it at me, I'm like, how does this work? Like, what do I do with this?
Since like we are not, we are still in initiative, but we are in a less stressful situation. Can I try to explain it to him?
2 sentences. You have 2 sentences,
Okay.
and I'm gonna need them
A
pretty quick.
spell. You cast a spell through it, and it makes a wave of healing energy.
Oh. Like this? And Zavin will attempt to do that. Is that just a spellcasting roll then?
It is, but you're gonna need to multicast since you countercasted.
I did. Well, I'll dual cast.
All right.
Dual cast is what again? My dual
Just a
cast
D6.
is
I don't know what level you have it at.
5 higher. Wow, my dual cast still sucks because I wanted a good boost. Never mind. I'm just gonna boost that. Alright, I got the boost. So I have to
Alright.
spend a move to do this, but that's fine.
Mhm.
now I just roll spellcasting.
Yep. So the way this will work is you make a spellcasting roll, and it heals for 1 wound per 10 focus, or 20 yards of range for every 5 focus. So
Okay. Well, this would mean it heals a total of 2 wounds only then, yeah?
yes, for someone right next to you.
And that would be Heath. Okay. I don't understand why Heath has this when it requires that much focus for healing.
I just got it.
Yeah. I guess it was a random drop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess Heath can still make use of the 1. I can barely make 2 heals. Okay.
So
And then Heath was going to say, "Do you want this back or?"
Yep.
I think that since you're a stronger spellcaster, it would be better for you to keep it.
Yeah, it's free. I'll take it. All right, that will be my turn then.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I
Oh.
probably should have spent that move to get some pants.
I will make that part of your move if you wish.
Okay.
From a corpse.
Well, no, 2 guys are still alive.
You just-
yeah, and their pants
These
are
two dudes
pissful.
wheezing and
I will
gibbering.
pick up. That's fine. I will take the ones not covered in piss. This is a matter of pride.
All right, those are covered in a bit of blood and gore, but
Eh,
you know,
Mutation.
you can't smell the piss on them anyway. It's kind of
that's fine.
everything's just kind of wet and disgusting back there. With
Yeah,
the
it's probably better than walking around like in a weird porno. So
all right, Zavin, anything else you want to do, or just hold there after healing, Heath?
Okay, I have
I guess I can
wounds.
come up forward. I should have enough moves to get
Mhm.
there. And now I see the blinking panic button. I was like, ah.
And
now
that
I see.
that is GM, by the way. If it was on the wall, it would have been depressed anyway because it was hit the turn before Zavin did that. I
Yeah.
just wanted to let you guys know that a panic button had been depressed. So,
Uh-huh.
Basically, you wanted it to be a plot twist.
no, not a twist, just information for you to have. So yes, the panic button on the side wall is depressed. You see that? And with that in the far end of the tunnel, surprise, surprise. Let's see here. Through. I know there's a wall.
Plants. But
Well.
it's just plants. I thought about diamond walling it, but like I was like, got more pressing things.
Where's the other guy? Why can't I
I
select
still
him?
I still can't get over the fact that the cryptid couldn't do anything
oh, he did
in
kill
melee
Pax.
combat.
Is
Yeah,
only the,
but, like-
yeah, only the having the resurrection stone still saved me from having to roll up a new character.
Yep.
True.
All right. So you all hear the footsteps as 4 guards run into the tunnel behind you. 2 with guns, 2 with swords. And the 2 with guns are going to take shots at you, Heath. The first shot misses, goes
I
down.
don't understand where they.
23 yards,
Here.
huh?
Yep.
I still have 10 defense.
and it literally ricochets off your skin. The shots
That's
do.
dangerous, dude. Zavin like freaking like clutches his head and like ducks a little bit as he hears the bullets ricocheting all across the freaking cavern.
The two in the back are gonna make a couple of strength rolls.
He like makes like a gun show flex.
All right. Ooh. So one of them is
Or if
going.
they start throwing more of those amethysts, I think Pax is just going to start killing guards.
Heath, can you roll 2d6 for me?
Cute.
Well, if we really don't want to fight these guys, we can just diamond wall, you know. I can just diamond wall, and then we just run and diamond wall.
6.
You are not going to pull out like fucking DBZ Broly.
Of course not.
Yeah, if it's another cryptid that comes out, that'd be pretty bad, or worse.
So
You know.
it's 6.
Maybe we're
It's only level 6, but it's 5 of them, so that's not great.
Yeah. Well, this one, I don't know. Well, I mean, it makes
It's
sense.
off whatever the 5 sheet is. But yeah,
That
it's only level
is-
6, so it's not going to be
That is
terrible, but it's not going to be
the
great.
mutation sheet. 8 yards in front of the guard. Pop up.
There is also the legendary sheet.
No, that is not available in this. 2 more in the fall. Congratulations. Let's see here. Pax, you didn't get to roll last time. Go ahead and roll me 2d6.
He's going to snap someone's neck. If he sees any more fall.
7.
Oh, one more level higher.
All right, let's see which.
If one of the if you rolled a 4 instead of a 3,
That's weird.
Yeah, no thanks, that'd have been
that
level
still
16.
wouldn't
That'd have
be
been also
that
bad.
but
Let's see here. Elemental level 7 is. Oh, that's fun.
right?
No, Heath. Right next to you.
When I hear that's fun, I am fucking scared.
No, you haven't fought these yet.
Maybe worse than a cryptid. We're fine.
8. Oh, right next to the Nathal pops up a little fireball. A little living fireball.
Yeah.
I really hope they just turn around.
I think if they were uncontrollable, it wouldn't be very good defense measurements.
I mean, it seems that they are uncontrollable
Well,
because
I think it depends
like
because
the dead lion attacked them.
yeah,
Yeah, but like that was because the dead lion was like right next to them.
I don't know. They're
How close are they? Yeah, they're kind of close.
they're like halfway between Heath
I'm
and
Pretty
the
sure
soldiers.
if we just diamond walled, they would turn around and start killing the other people.
Well,
Are
you
we just
have-
gonna completely clear out? I think it would be amazing if we ended up like causing no casualties of our own. Like, imagine that being on the news. Terrorists break into manor. No one dies except 2 guards, but due to their own circumstances.
All right, Heath, you're up.
We didn't.
You guys aren't gonna loot like monster bodies. Do you mind if I start deleting monster bodies? I'll leave the guards there, but
Yeah.
I go for it.
I'm gonna start cleaning up the
Oh,
map.
no, I think we need it because eventually these monsters are gonna start tripping over dead bodies, right?
Seriously.
Yes.
So this is the freaking battle hallway. We haven't even
Imagine
gotten
some-
into like the actual mansion
Imagine
yet.
being like a janitor there, and like you walk in and you see this.
Yeah. Just imagine like we go into the mansion and there's like actually no one in there because everyone funneled in and then just died. That'd be
Yeah.
that'd be really funny.
Well,
We have to keep one guard alive to say that we didn't kill anyone.
Like I said, if they end up dying from
Uh,
like biting throat wounds, they'll probably know it's not us.
Okay, so this looks at the Will-O-Wisp and tries to use Spike Flower on it.
all right. Let me find that on the Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Spike
Alright.
Flower had the range.
Yeah, what's the range on Spike Flower?
It's just 14 yards.
Spike Flower.
You said that the Will-o'-Wisp was right next to me. Sorry.
Right next to the Nathal.
Yeah, he corrected himself afterwards. Yeah,
Okay.
Spike Flower is really good. It's better than like my version.
It only has 5 yards of range though, so.
My
It
my
has lower
version.
range, but it has 6.
I was
6.
comparing the Earth Focus 10 multi attack, which doesn't hit as hard as a piled on Spike Flower. I think that's fine. We got other stuff.
Okay, so I like Heath is massaging the place, like all the burn marks, and they disappear as he heals up to his max health.
Okay. Heath is back to full health.
Yeah, he's at 5 wounds.
Sounds good. I'm gonna turn a little fire halo on so you can see the Will-o'-Wisp.
I see the Will-o'-Wisp. It's right above the leftmost Nathal.
Yeah, it's like a little red circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, and he tries to use Spike Flower on Will-o'-Wisp. He's just so pissed that he uses all of them on the Will-o'-Wisp.
Okay. Let me check its.
It's 1 agility. Oh no, it has 5 agility.
Okay. Just making sure it didn't have any special abilities. Go ahead and roll your spell, Heath.
Repel.
Spell. Yeah. You unleash the spines of the spike flower at it, and all of them miss as the little ball of fire just kind of dances around. Some of the fire does get hit, but you miss its soul core, and deal no damage to it.
Fortunate.
You have.
Can we just say that I did the how do I put it, the defensive stance at the beginning?
Of course.
Okay, so I walked 10 yards, then I will just like I wave my hand away and go to the.
You have 3 moves left, so you can move 15 yards.
Yes, I move 15 yards and Zavin, could you please wall all of this off?
Yeah, sure. I mean, let's see.
He is an old man.
All right. With that, the Will-o'-Wisp, or Will-o'-the-Wisp, is
I'm rush this.
it's a little bit upset at you, Heath. Just a little. Let's see
Can
here.
we get
5
the-
moves. It used 1. Can go 15. Ah, yeah, that's plenty. It comes in a burning streak towards you. Just need to roll a quick spell for it. Nothing's in its way, but roll that. And then, Heath, you watch as 2 fiery tendrils reach out towards you. I'm going to need you to roll Clash.
Dash?
Yep. This thing has long reach. It can hit at range.
Very theoretically did that.
It's an 8.
When it clashes like that, does it still use its strength? Like, does it
Mhm.
like clash rolls as normal?
Yep. Normal Clash rolls.
Well, it can't hurt me, but
Strength of 2, you're at a defense of 10. Yeah. These
It
two
can't hurt me.
these two burning tendrils, just you watch them kind of glance off Heath, and the fire element. The first one glances off, and then the second one kind of like taps because it's seeing nature and it knows it just got attacked by nature, and it's almost got this like dog-like curiosity of like why not? I want to. And then I'm just gonna roll a d6 to see which way the Nathal go. That's funny.
Heath says, "Thanks, but I am already warmed up."
Nice. They take one look at you and the little fireball that just went away, and then race back towards the guards. That is what twos will do.
We didn't kill those guards.
3-on-1.
Very nice. Our
Roll.
patience has run dry.
We are not going to save you fuckers.
Guard 1 dies. Oh. I'll give the bonus to humans because I don't care. Roll accuracy. And the shot misses and goes ricocheting down the hallway. Alright. Pax. You're up.
What is this combat?
You might want to wait your turn or something. I could probably shatter the diamond wall behind us.
Do you need to?
No, I'll probably just go kill the will-o-wisp, and then we can do whatever we're gonna do.
Okay.
So I will will-o-wisp and punch it.
Alright. Go ahead and roll
That
to
is what
wound.
Pax does. To wound. That'll probably do something. There's at least a 6 and a 5 in there,
Yep.
and a 4.
Actually, I am going to roll Clash really quick. Yeah, okay. Just.
Roll, yo, dude, roll doubles, yo.
Oh, yay. Let's
Yeah.
see. Is there a 6 in there? Yes, there is.
Yeah. It's
As
one wound and dies.
And I
Pax.
can make another one of them a 6 if I have to.
It's alright. As Pax has now punched out sound, fire, and a giant creature.
He's just tired by this point. He's just walking up, just kind of wearily, and just is like, okay, I'm just gonna end this quickly. And he just walks up and just punches it square, like wherever the center of it is.
Yep, just one shot right in the center. Alright.
Like the guys that extinguish candles just by pinching them.
Yeah. And then he's just gonna just glance down the hall, see that they're in a problem of their own making, and then just wearily walk back.
Okay.
Basically, it's that Pax can punch through anything and Heath can survive anything.
And then he I think I still actually have like a move or so left, but I'll just
Yeah.
save it
Okay, sounds good.
in case something happens.
Nathal took their turn, so Zabin. You're up.
Alright. Zaban will wait for Heath to get closer before he diamond walls. So I'm just gonna hold my turn until Heath approaches, and I'll just diamond wall. Because right now Heath is at my diamond wall range.
Alright. Soldier's turn. These two in the back are going to move up and attempt to kill this first Nathal. And looks good. Looking good. Yep, they managed to quickly dispose of the first. This guy's going to take a step back. Aim. Fire, hit. And does not wound, so there is still a Nathal left. That is going to be all they're going to do. Although you do see two more sword-wielding guards run in behind, so there are now 6 guards. at that end of the tunnel. Turn their invisibility off. And behind you, on the diamond wall, you begin to hear pounding as the guards behind you are going to try to smash through it. What's the defense of the wall, Zavin?
Defense 7, I
Factual?
think. Or was it 5? Let's see. Spells, diamond wall is a defense 8, actually. Wow.
Oof. Alright, so we are...
That's a pretty tough wall.
Yep. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anyone. I'm not. Alright. Strength of 2, defense of 8 is back-to-back 6 and 5. So these guys, let's see, there are a whole bunch of them. So the first 2 step up. Nothing. The next 2. Nothing. And the last one. Nothing. Wow, they need dire points. Yeah, you just hear hammering on the wall behind you. Heath, it is your turn.
And Heath, you'll be seeing Zavin just doing like a waving motion with his hand to like beckon you closer to him.
Keith walks up the wall. Like the
Alright.
one that there was knocking on, so the door one.
Alright, Zavin, go ahead and use your held action.
Okay. Can I boost?
You may.
Alright, let's see if it hits. It does?
Yeah.
Alright, let's diamond wall it up, baby.
Where are you putting it?
Well, first I have to roll to see if I can get it.
Yes.
I mean, one of these has got to work. Ooh, yikes!
Oof.
I'm gonna charge that one.
Okay.
So I have 1 less charge point. I'm at 4 charge points total now.
Okay.
I'll put that one like just basically right in front of me. So like right here. You see my measurement?
Yep.
Yeah, and then might as well double it.
Mhm.
If it's hard for them to get through 1, maybe it'll be even harder for them to get through 2. Yeah, there you go, and I'll just do it again on that same location, basically.
Yep. I'm gonna just put 2 here to symbolize, but they are considered stacked.
Yeah. And so that's 2 moves. I still
Mhm.
have 2 more normal, and then 1 movement and 1 extra.
This is off your turn, so this is just the held
Oh, yeah.
action.
Whoops.
So you
Then never mind.
held
That's
spells.
it.
So
That's it then. I
Alright.
was going to. Wait, let's see. Hang on. Oh, never mind. Hang on. Can I do other spells with this charge, or that's it?
no,
'Cause I
that's it.
did-
You can
Alright,
cast
gotcha.
that spell.
Yeah.
So
When my turn runs around, am I still assumed to be in charge state, or no, or boost state?
no, that was for last turn.
All right, gotcha.
So that was Heath's turn. Pax, you are now.
I hold my action that when the soldiers walk through, if the soldiers walk through the door, I will punch them
All right.
and say like, "Pucks, fuck me up."
All right. Pax, what are you doing?
Let's see. Trying to think if I should open a portal. I don't know what I'd do through it, other than just like try to take out some guards on the other side.
Just wait at the door with me.
Yeah, I'll just step up
We
and
can team up again.
I'll just step up and hold my turn. if they break through, or if on Zavin's turn he takes down the wall, we can. Pax is gonna punch whatever comes through it.
All right. The remaining Athal is just going to start trying to smack guards. Yep, and he stabs the one. This guard is now dead. That's the Nathal's turn. Zavin.
Right. First, Zavin. Well, everyone's so crowded at the door. I can't freaking. Will you allow me to be
Yes.
share space with one of
Yes.
these guys?
I will.
All right. So first, Zavin will. Well, I guess he can't boost and shatter in the same turn. Huh? That stinks. I wanted to boost and clear the wall behind, but I mean, I guess actually shatter isn't a spell, so I can still do it. I'm gonna go ahead and
Boost is an
Attempt.
ability, so
yeah.
that's your on turn.
Yes.
so-
So I still have an on turn because I used boost as a off turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, I will go ahead and. So this is my idea. Cluster bomb to see if there's anyone like directly behind the wall.
Okay.
And then, like I mean, regardless, afterwards I'll shatter. Is that allowed?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. So I'll go ahead and roll for cluster bomb. I'll be targeting the two spaces like here and here, I guess.
Is cluster
Technically,
bomb?
cluster bomb is target 4, but I'm saying, I think I can't actually see the location.
I'll have
Yeah.
you make an accuracy roll.
All right.
Because is cluster bomb? Yeah, that's a multiple target. So
Yeah, it's not a AOE.
Nope.
But
Alright,
so
go
I'll
ahead and roll.
spellcast to see if I hit it. I do, and then I'll go
Shocking.
ahead and an accuracy, right? For me,
two
that's
of
just
them, please.
2 of them. Okay. For me,
Okay.
that's literally just 1d6.
Yes.
I'm not very accurate. Actually, yeah, it's just 1d6 plus the 0. I have no
Mhm.
accuracy spells or accuracy bonuses. I mean.
Yep.
So first one, I don't like that.
All right.
Second one. Ah, okay, cool.
All right. You hear a scream.
All right. Now I will attempt to shatter. Hopefully, there's not 2 of them here or a full squad of 4.
I mean, we'll just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. But, you know. All right, so I start to shatter the diamond wall.
All right. You shatter a hole through the diamond wall. It is
Yep.
out of the way for our purposes. And standing in front of you, you can see 5
whole
guards. A whole squad.
Well, hello
No.
there.
Killed
Four,
one of them.
four guards and a corpse.
Yeah, 4 guards, and then one guy just suspended with 3 spikes through his body.
Yeah.
And the others are looking at him in horror.
He just gives a death glare to Zavin.
Why are you giving it to me?
And
Killed him.
Pax and Heath, you have free reign.
Oh,
This was what you held
both
for,
make
right?
An attack roll?
exactly.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Move to where you want to and start punching.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it's still the previous round, so I have 10 defense.
Yes, and 1 attack.
Done.
What if I healed the body after death? How did he die? I
You're
don't know.
not a revivalist.
That's a good
Well,
looking
no.
corpse.
No, you heal the body, but it's still dead.
We're like, I don't know how he
Perfect right
died.
there.
Okay, so we like move forward and attack, right?
Yep. Pax,
Us
you
to
could
move
literally
forward.
stand in the middle of them.
Oh, he will 100% do that.
All right. Go ahead and combine your
He
attack.
will too, because he like wants to tank all the damage, so Pax doesn't.
All right,
Well,
go
there's a
ahead.
dude there too, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
we get the
So,
point.
That's fine. You have 1. I have
9.
I can actually roll.
Hey,
I did
my
actually
roll wasn't bad.
One.
Okay.
Shockingly, Pax wins.
Damn. What a fuck.
All right, what kind of damage are y'all dealing to these fools?
The Pax is just covered in gore and probably some remnant scorch marks on his armor, and he is just going to go no, and then just punctuate just no more fighting, and just literally just like selecting like either pressure points or whatever, just to like kind of a one punch knockout to everyone he can see and attack.
Knockouts? Okay.
Go Saitama.
Well, if I did Saitama, like one punch, and I would literally obliterate the wall for like a mile in front of me, which would be amazing. But
Yeah.
Heath, what kind of damage are you
The
doing?
Series.
Are you killing, or
Uh,
are you also going for knockouts?
no, he like that does the stereotypical chop to the neck, like knockout.
All right, go ahead and roll wounds.
How much do we need?
There's a 2 6s, a 5, and 3 4s there.
All of actually, because of how high your strength is, these guys only have a defense of 3, so both of you are only looking for 3 pluses. That is plenty.
So I got like 6 wounds, I think.
Yep,
2,
that's
3, 4, 5,
I've got 1.
7. I got 7 wounds.
that is
Oh, we
plenty.
have 8 wounds.
Yep, 8 total.
As Heath, all these soldiers see. All actually, they're not even soldiers; they're just guards. All they see is one of their members gets spiked, is bleeding on a spike, and then 2 just almost clothingless figures step out. One just with bark-like skin, the other in chainmail and bloody pants. Both of them just panting step out, and they don't even see the blows that hit them. It's an instant, both of you just knock out all of them. And then in the grand hall, you see a robed figure who it looks like he is getting ready to run, which you'll be able to deal with on your next turn. Zavin, you still have used an ability and a spell, so I mean you still have moves if you wish.
Well,
The
Zavin
rope
seemed that
figure
he
is
impaled
the
someone.
one I am
You
pointing at, right?
What'd you say?
What?
What'd you say, Lee?
I asked if the robed figure was the one I am pointing at.
Yes. That is the robed figure.
No. Well, Zaman, knowing that he killed someone, would be like, "Oops." And he'll just shrug, and he'll just I keep on pressing the wrong button. He'll just group up with the other guys. So I have. So this is the start of my turn, right? So that was one move.
Mhm.
No, it's not the start.
No.
You
I guess-
already did.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
stuff.
You guys held action so that you would be
Mhm.
able to go into
Yeah,
this.
yeah, we
yeah,
held.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say, all right. So I shattered, I spelled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shattered doesn't tell us move. I spelled.
That's
It
it.
didn't boost, so that was already one. There was only one move then. So one move to
Ca-
shatter.
Can you
or one move to
can
spell.
you leave the robed figure to Heath?
Yeah. I mean, all I want to do is just get out of the way of you guys. I'm just gonna
Maybe
move to,
go
like,
to the pool,
here or
have a
something.
bath.
No, that's my turn. I'll save the
Oh.
rest of my turns to defend myself against like whatever might come my way.
All right, you can hear some screaming from the other side of the hallway as the Nathal
Screaming or yelling?
both.
Okay.
As the Nathal is finally killed. I won't roll. We'll say he took another soldier with him before he went down. There's gunshots. You do know there are still some soldiers at the other end of the hallway, but they are at the other end of the hallway. Heath, you're up.
Diamond wall.
2 diamond walls in the
Okay.
way.
Walls, plural.
So Heath does something that you haven't seen him do in the long time. He takes a few steps forward, then turns into a blur, and appears before the robed figure.
All right. This figure's getting ready to run. What do you want to do?
I use spawn to restrain him.
That's just gonna like put a bunch of plants around you both. It's not necessarily gonna be any restraining force.
I can't like grow a root around him, basically.
No.
You can also just grab him.
Yeah, yeah, I just think, yeah, okay. So I grab him by the, like by his collar,
Oh,
and say, what his name is.
Select.
Mr. Select, is that you?
He is going to try to dodge, so go ahead and make a agility or strength. I will let you choose. Roll. It has to be... Well, you win. Congratulations.
Very cool.
He tries not no.
Yeah, he tries, and you've got him by the collar. He looks up at you. I'm going to end the encounter.
So we got a hostage now.
You do got a hostage now. There
Unless
is...
this is just some random rope guy, but
You can still hear fighting at the other end. But, turn that on. You can still hear fighting at the other end of the tunnel, but there are 2 walls in the way. As he grabs this, and the guy goes, no, not Select, not Select. He's in the lab. He's in his lab.
Where is the lab?
Heath and, Zavin and Pax, you can move freely now.
Zavin will say, hang on, how do we know he's telling the truth? What does he look like anyways?
Don't have pounding pulse, no.
Well, do we know what Select looks like? And what, you know? Or were we just given the name and that's it?
You were just given the name.
No. Well, we should take him in anyways.
Can we look like on the internet, like his name?
Yeah, you can Google him.
Just like ask Zavin, could you look up how? Just give me a second. I want his exact name.
Sure. Hang on. Looking him up.
Yep, top Google search. This is him.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. In the lab, huh? Well, I guess we're in the lab right now.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
While they're talking to him, just to make sure there are no like nasty surprises, with the 7 strength, can Pax bend metal?
Yes.
So he's just gonna pick up each one of the
I
guns
think
in turn
easy.
and just bend the barrel into like a U, and then as he does each one, he's just gonna let them clatter to the ground.
All right. Pax is in the background just bending rifles into U shapes.
I think like 4 strength would be enough to bend metal. Like 3 actually.
Oh, yeah.
It's like very strong humans can bend like steel bars. So
Not forged steel. This kind of steel would take much more strength, but Pax can. So,
Zavin will say,
because a gun barrel is like a really strong.
Hey. Heath, hold him, I want to do a search on him, make sure he doesn't have any funny stuff on him.
I like lift him like a cat by his collar.
I mean, I guess technically you could just flip them around and shake them like cartoonishly. Really,
And turn him upside down and shake his feet.
Zavan actually just says that.
I think that it would damage his pride too much.
Well, what we did, I would imagine would damage anyone's pride. Anyways, it's a little late for that. Anyways, I'll pat him down. Will this be a roll or no?
You're using resonance?
I guess I am.
Alright, then no. You pat him down. He does have 2 little gems on him. A couple more opals, which once you stop
Oh.
using resonance are the amethyst appearing opals. And he just kind of hangs there, holding onto his collar so that it doesn't choke him. He is in a bathrobe, so it's very much like a kitten, where the robe is about 6 inches above his head that Heath is holding, and he's being held up by the armpits and by his grip on the neck of his robe, which is getting a little bit high on the waistline for his apparent comfort.
I'll be taking these, and I pocket them.
Yep.
We could literally, like, tie him up with with a steel bar.
Pax can just braid them together like a rope.
A rope of guns.
Oh.
Like, you are not escaping from that, mister.
Well, I guess we'll just walk, right on out. I don't think your guards will want to open fire on us while we're holding you. You are. I guess I should say this.
We should walk to the.
We need to find evidence that that like they're up to the things that we're fairly certain they're up to.
Yeah, we
need
should
to
take
take
them
some-
in.
And we should take some time to search his place. So I don't know if we want to wall off. I'm just trying to think. So they can't get. So I'm assuming they want to get him back through the entry. So if we want to wall off like down here-ish, we could pretty much have free run of the entire place to search. Granted, of course, we'll still have to deal with the guards if they actually do break through the wall.
Like, he just says, to be clear, Mr. Solak, we are not going to hurt you if you do not try to hurt us.
Okay. And it's at that point you hear, let's see, whoops. That is not the thing I wanted.
I'd
You
also
hear-
like to use sight too, by the way. Oh, to
He-
see if he was a controller.
He is not. But,
Crumble. Probably only has like 1 wound.
you hear the remaining 4 guards walk in, and as soon as they see you, their hands go up in the air. But you can see each of them are holding 2 of the opals, and they just yell at Solak, "What the fuck are these? Those things tore us to pieces!"
Yeah, you didn't beat enough gyms, so your Pokemon don't listen to you. Sorry.
And you see the one
Technically, they are trade Pokemon.
the one
They are
who's
traded Pokemon.
the one who screamed rears his arms back and looks like he's about to just like throw them down in disgust.
He just like basically he lets go of lets go of Mr. Solak and like rushes to them. Do not throw them. Do not throw them.
Make a persuasion
Do
check
not
for
throw
me.
Them. Persuasion is
2d6 plus your level of persuasion, so just 2d6.
Yeah.
to this.
You're gonna need to
Persuasion used to be the easiest thing in the world to get, and now it's like barred with time.
beat an 8.
He says,
Hey, that's pretty
yeah,
good.
there we go.
Just before
do not throw them. If you throw them, another one will come out, or something even worse.
and the soldier kind of holds them and he goes, Can I set them down? I don't. We don't want them. He told us that they would help us in defense, and well, I couldn't see down the hallway, but I saw the gore. And those little monkey things ripped apart a couple of our squad mates. What do I do with them?
Send them over to me.
Oh,
No,
all
hang
right.
on, hang on.
Do the guys there like look hurt, or
They look tired and disheveled, like they just got through a bit of a fight, but their
There's-
rifle.
Drop your weapons, and we'll take them from you.
they don't have wounds basically, like they
No.
didn't take any wounds.
And they
I
nod,
can't kill them.
and all of them very carefully put their gems in their pockets. The swordsmen take off their swords and a dagger each, and the riflemen put down their rifles, and then they take the gems back out, and kind of all 4 of them are just kind of holding the gems out to you.
So I take them.
All right.
Well, no, we should let
Oh,
we
so
should
we'll,
let Pax take some because
Yeah.
you're holding the guy.
well, like what I
No,
was.
no, I said that I let go of him.
So Pax
Oh.
is just gonna pick up a few guns, like maybe 3 or 4, and just walk over to Salak and do exactly what I said. I'm just going to just twist the guns together into a restraint, and then just bend them around him and pin his arms to his side.
All right.
Just coldly and calmly, like he's just done. He's not emotionally dead, but he's just exhausted.
As this conversation and these guards are kind of de-weaponizing Pax, you walk over, you pick up the guns, and they're cool with it. They're like, do we follow him? Do we not? They're just kind of standing still, offering these gems, and then they all go dead silent as you just bend these guns into a restraint. And
Strength also enough to bend steel.
yeah, and all of them just are terrified. Like they don't know.
Wow, this music's really loud.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm not hearing anything.
That's the playlist control.
Very cool.
I must have turned it way down.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Like Heath standing in front of them says, just to be clear, if you do not harm us and do not try to harm us, we will not harm you. Your friends that we fought, most of them were not unconscious. We will not try to kill any of you.
It was an accident, but I ended up spiking one of you.
Okay.
So
And they
well, they can.
they start slowly coming forwards and just kind of holding out their hands for the gems. Pax, I am gonna move you
Yep. No,
over.
yeah, go for it. Nope. It makes sense. Yeah, just go move me up next to
Yep.
Salak.
Right there. They all four.
This music is very suspicious.
Yeah, wasn't quite what I wanted.
This music is really freaking. This should have been playing when we were fighting the cryptid.
Yeah.
I mean, I still
Uh.
can't get over the fact that Cryptid couldn't do anything in melee to Heath.
It was
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Lex's
That's why it
losses
has
would
two
be
freaking 3
indestructible.
damage moves at the ready. 3 damage spells.
Oh, it was definitely
Like,
quite nasty.
Oh yeah,
if you
it
read
could have
One
spammed
Punch Man,
it could have spammed that spell 6 times, but that's
Yeah.
one thing that like as a story I'm like, no, that's not how this creature would work. It just would want to eliminate the massive things in blocking its way and then just go in with claws. So, yeah, they all.
Flame wall because of Nephol.
Mm-hmm. There were too many things. It didn't want to. It didn't want to fight the Nathal, so it just burned them out of its way and then went in with claws.
That's funny.
So these guys all kind of are holding out these amethysts to you.
I guess I'll take them since no one else wants to do it. I'll pocket them all. These will be analyzed.
All right. But
I think these gems in and of themselves, I feel, are enough evidence to correlate them to the bandit groups that have been following the cult. If you guys want to find more, we can always do that after we've taken Salactus in. By the way, Salactus, you're under arrest.
I think that we should still look for something like a laboratory.
And we should also
Or at least
do we want to like Pax to say we should at least find proof that he is in league with the group that committed the terrible atrocity at whatever that city's name is. Yet again, my Jason's terrible memory with names.
the occurrence order.
Yeah. No, like the city that was like pretty much wiped off the map and replaced with a giant statue.
I think it was called Darrett. Let me check.
Yeah, Darrett sounds familiar.
Yeah, Darrett.
Yeah, like we should at least find something tying him to the atrocities at Darrett. There's been enough killing, and we need to stop it. And he like Pax will just literally just let Selecta just drop to the ground. Pretty confident that he can't bend steel. So
As you say that, he looks up and goes, "Wait, Darrett's gone? They did
I
it?"
think it's. Wait, what?
that Pax will literally just pick him up by the gun restraint and just look him dead in the eye and say, "I'm barely holding it together right now. So if you don't want to end up as a smear of paste on this wall, you will tell us everything you know."
I mean, we technically do have like 5, maybe more other people to go after. So if you don't, no big deal on our part. It'd just be real nice if you did.
Could I make a phone call?
Photos of the statue.
And you see as you told him what happened at Darrett, he no longer fears you. And it says, "Can I make a phone call, please? I have a friend you might want to meet."
Personally, I don't
Yes,
feel like
but if you-
indulging in him at all. Like I said, we
Yeah.
have 5 other people. Might as well just kill him.
No, we could get a ability to gain some more evidence. Also, I said we
I can
are not
tell
here to kill.
I can tell you who it is. It's fine. It's fine. I can tell you who.
Speak.
I just want to call Borden. Borden North.
Oh,
we know
yeah,
him,
no.
alright.
I actually still need to send him a commission.
Yeah. See, you know him. You've met him.
Yeah, I mean, he actually
Yes.
commissioned me a piece. I look forward to giving it to him, actually.
Oh, well then, he's. If you know what happened to Darrett, I assume you found the statue?
Yes.
Yes, he shows him the photos, and the fact that his surname is written on it.
Go ahead and all 3 of you roll me perception checks. Pax at disadvantage just because you're very done.
Doubles. Eagle eyes.
All right.
activate.
Okay. So
Nearly
does
was
disadvantage work the
worse,
same as in D&D, or just roll twice
Yeah.
and it's the worst roll? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so perception 1, perception 2. Okay, so 8.
Not bad. Heath, you're a little bit distracted by showing him your actual phone. But both Zavin and Pax, you can see his eyes go absolutely greedy as he sees this picture. It's not a picture of horror, but it's not a horror you see on its face. It's just a look of like, oh, we've got it. I've got it now. Like, I've done it.
I recognize that expression. Selactus.
Mm-hmm. It's
You know,
select.
you and I were not so different. Well, maybe on a larger scale we are. You had some part in the creation of this, right?
I did.
You are looking at this proudly. Like
Mhm.
I'd look at
Would-
creation of mine proudly.
Would Pax be perceptive slash, I guess, like, witty enough to, like, I'm assuming, is there like a record function on these, like, wrist-mounted units that we have?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
They are Apple Watches, so I assume they
Essentially, yes. And yeah, I think even though Pax is out of it, I think you're out of it in the I don't want to do this anymore. So that idea would, I think, come very easily to Pax. Just like,
Okay, yeah. So he's just gonna start recording as all this stuff comes spilling out of in this conversation.
all right. And Slot goes, so I can't call Borden. He's a little more intricately involved with the process. He knows a little bit more than I do. But, yeah. We win. So do what you will. I can tell you what you want to know. Just ask the right questions. And of course, not doing anything for free here, but, yeah. We've won. Fuck you all.
Well, there's a saying that you shouldn't count your chickens before they've hatched, but
They hatched. Darrett was the proof. Have you all not
Praise the day before the sunset, my friend.
Have you all not figured out what those, he points to the amethysts, are?
We have figured it out.
Okay.
They are connected with the Netherrealm, with Presidia.
Yes, with Chrysidia. Do you know
Also, it seems that you want to deal with some higher being. You want to manipulate it and turn it to your side.
No, we don't want to. We do manipulate it. We're just an order of scientists. Let me put it this way. Chrysidia's effects, if you find a massive creature that has lived in Chrysidia for long enough, it tends to have powers beyond imagining.
So
If-
that's easy to understand.
If a group were to harness this power and somehow be able to manipulate that creature into doing what they wanted,
They
then
become gods.
yeah. And
but I still don't understand why you seem completely okay with dying. This
Oh.
it just gives you a power. You'd still be dead if we turned you to paste.
yes, I would. And you can see just kind of like this taunting light when you say he'd be dead.
Let me guess. There's some weird controller stuff behind this that gives you guys some kind of immortality.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
You
It
can
makes
make
me
a
curious to
perception.
see.
You can make a perception check at any time if you want. All of you.
Eagle eyes. No
Uh,
doubles, but it's still eagle eyes.
He's bluffing. He thinks he's unsure. He's half and half. He's like, there is something that could sustain him, but it's not full immortality like he's trying to
Yeah.
come off as.
That makes me wonder, will it bring you back on the spot or in somewhere else entirely? Maybe we should do some experimentation.
Feel free. Are you sure you don't want me to call Borden?
Well, I'll be meeting with him shortly anyways.
Oh,
To
okay.
give him my commission. I like to make sure my job and my other job are far enough apart that I can still do both comfortably. So,
Seems fair.
getting his piece, no traps or anything on it. Work the hardest I can on it. I guess if we kill you and you manage to tell him, make sure to tell him that I did a good job on it. Though you might not care about it anymore with this whole immortality thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mr. Solakt,
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing. Since you want to be immortal, you'll spend your eternal life in prison.
Sure.
Anyways, I think we got enough of what we came here for. You guys, I don't know what should we do with you. You're just doing your jobs, so honestly, you could probably just go on your lives, I guess.
Thank you, sir. And all 4 of them just run. They're gone. Run sprinting for the door.
I hope you do not tell the authorities anything bad about us.
We're not telling the authorities anything. I'm not sure what happened here.
Good answer. Let's take Selectus back to base, I guess. They'll figure out what to do with him there. I'm curious to see how long it would take for his
I would
bravado
like
to fade.
would like to first maybe see around the mansion if there are any more potential incriminating pieces of evidence here.
Yeah, we'd like to figure out how they did this. Like exactly like if they have any notes on or any kind of correspondence that
assume-
ties all the rest of them together.
Got the guy right
I
here.
Alright.
assume
Okay.
it's advanced
So-
gravity.
Doesn't hurt.
So
Okay.
just to put your options in perspective, and just to make sure I wasn't unclear in my attempt to do a character interaction. So Locked will tell you, will answer accurately any question you ask him. However, it's like
Need
asking someone, did you die? Did this person die in 1997? He'll be like, no, but won't tell you they died 1998. Like, it's one of those scenarios. So you do have that open to you, or you can search. You also have drill at your access, and any other resources you can think of.
Max is
Basically,
going to fire off a message to Drill saying, we have we got him, and he will attach the recording of what he recorded about the essentially confession.
We won't be the only ones tackling this whole thing. And since you're so convinced that you've already won, I'm sure you wouldn't mind tagging along with us, or at least with whoever comes here to pick you up, answering some questions back at our base.
I'd prefer to answer them here if I could, but
Just allow us this little bit of
He kind of shrugs at the guns and goes, I will allow you. Like, I don't know, there's nothing I can do anyway.
The Pax is gonna just drop him from the full height he was holding him out. Is I can't even stand to look at you anymore, and he's just gonna go walk off to another part of the mansion to look for something. He doesn't know what he's looking for, but he feels that if he stays here any longer, he's gonna end up just killing this guy.
Okay.
I'll watch him. You guys search to your heart's content. I recommend heading to the northeast wing to deal with the security, though, to make sure, I don't know, the cams are wiped or whatever. I trust you guys can handle that.
Alright, so the way we'll do this is each of you, in over the course of the next hour, can pick 3 rooms to deal with. So, like 20 minutes per room of good, thorough searching. And Zavin, you will get 2 questions per perception check. So they'll get 3 perception checks to search through the rooms and adjoining rooms. So if you want to search like the dining room
I only
and
have
kitchen.
one question I actually want to ask.
All right.
Because I'm allowing all the questions to be handled at base because
Okay.
Zavin is like he's like this is weird but like you know whatever. But he
It's
will
all a
have
game
one
to him.
question. Perception though.
For the other 2. So Pax and Heath, which rooms would you like to search?
Can we say that like we basically we don't search through the same room, like both of us basically
Mhm.
we say okay, you go there and I go there and we
Yes.
search on our own.
Yes, you may.
Okay. Do storerooms count as one room or
Yes. The whole storeroom and kitchen counts as one. The kitchen and dining counts as one. The library and security count as one. Servants' quarters, second bedroom, master bed, and then kind of this center entry area and coat room, and then the entertainment and guest bedroom. And then you can also search the grand hall if you wish, or the swimming
Okay.
pool.
Okay, so who searches where?
I'll let you all
Pax,
decide.
could you search the second bedroom and the master bedroom and the area around there, basically?
Sure. And he'll just kind of like kind of go, yeah, I can do that, and then just kind of just slowly walk off. Just walk off. Like
Alright.
he's essentially at his emotional limit right now.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and drag your
So
token.
Heath
Okay.
says
I go to the
to
second bedroom first.
Zavin, think that the deal with this guy is kind of you have to be specific. He'll answer your question and only the question you ask him. So be specific and ask only what you want to ask.
Yeah, sure.
I will go.
I don't have many
search.
questions. I'm just here to make sure he doesn't run away or something.
Okay. Whatever. So Heath will search the entrance area.
Mm-hmm.
So like the one with the big
Yeah.
thing. I don't know what it is.
Sounds good. Zavin, what's your question?
This is only a question to ask once everyone is
Yeah.
away and out of earshot. So the question would be this. Sounds it. So say you do win, right? Somehow you all become gods. Or you are gods now. Well, I don't really know how that would work. Would there be a way to join you?
How
Because
scientific?
as of now, you guys kind of just seem like you're just willy-nilly destroying things. With the destruction of Derek.
How he looks at you. How scientific are you?
Well, I would be categorized as a constructor mage, so I think that speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm. Are you? We don't. Interesting. And you deal with weapons.
I am Nerf controller.
Do you deal
Actually,
with?
seeing the sheer size of what destroyed Derek, had me in awe. Thought the amount of craftsmanship that went in this. I mean, sure, it killed a lot of people, but it's still something to respect for that. Just the craftsmanship.
They are small sacrifices, and to be honest, we aren't trying to kill the planet.
No, you have
It's a-
a greater goal.
Yeah.
So
it's a,
you wouldn't reject people that would want to join you, right?
there are tests for loyalty, but
I do believe Borden actually offered me to join before Derek was bombed in air quotes. At the
Yeah.
time, though, I thought that this was just some kind of weird cult thing, and I thought, like a normal person would. Kind of weird. Rather not.
We have different members. Myself and Sibyllus are much more the scientists of the group. Actually, what I can tell you a little bit of what we're doing, just to give you a taste of what you'd be working with, is we're studying the effects Chrysidia has on planets. There's no planets in Chrysidia, and we needed a way to study what happens to people introduced into the environment. There's no planets left in the nebula. And so what we're actually doing is setting anchors on worlds. And eventually, if you're with us, we can shield you from the effects of Chrysidia. But what we're trying to do is pull this planet into the nebula, and then in a controlled environment study what happens to the people who are exposed to the full effects of the Chrysidian nebula. For you, the place would be rather large. We could use an engineer and someone who can manipulate power. Sibyllus has some wonderful biological containment units that could use your touch. He's very good with keeping things alive. He just has a hard time getting his designs to fruition. Borden is our enforcer, and he does view it as a bit more of a religion than any of us. But, I mean, we have a place for you if you'd want. You just need to actually let me call Borden, and I could set up like a trial for you right now.
Oh. Well, I'll tell the other guys that we should let you talk to Borden then. But that sounds real interesting.
All right.
The scientist in my mind says what you guys are doing could yield some pretty interesting results.
It very much could. Are you out of game, metagame? Is this something Zavin is actually interested in, or is this
yeah.
It is.
He wanted to join the band at camp
Motherfucker.
because he was like, "How much would they pay?" Now this
Okay.
sounds like, well, one, I'd be alive because I'm not opposing gods, and two, I get a nice job. Zavin's not a good guy. When he killed someone by accident, he said by accident. What he meant was, I killed someone intentionally because I forgot you didn't want to kill people.
All right.
Basically, Zavin is kind of like a socio or psychopath, depends
Okay.
like if he was born this way or the circumstances make him like this.
I'd say he probably was born this way.
All right.
So he's a psychopath.
How much attention are you paying to Soloct right now as you're having this conversation? Is this Zavin getting kind of like, ooh, this is something I can go to, or
I think Zavin is actually probing him, but at the same time, he's actually considering it. So he's
Okay.
not doing this because he's like, I want something else. He's doing this for both reasons.
okay, go
Like,
ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
He's fucking right.
Eagle eyes.
Soloct,
Zavin's glasses give him freaking X-ray vision.
yeah, Soloct is not lying to you about anything, and he's actually, you can tell he's giving you the information that would interest you from what he knows of you.
Yeah.
However, when he mentions Borden, and Borden specifically being an enforcer, his eyes kind of get a glint of like, when you say, yeah, I'll talk to the other guys and get him to call, he definitely has a bit of like triumph in his eyes. Okay, sounds good. With that, Pax, go ahead and roll.
I
perception
kind of
check.
think that like Gordon is not the enforcer but like the funding.
Well, also, if he's a gravity controller that can teleport around, he's thinking that Borden can save his ass, but that's out of character supposition.
Or you all did have that link also between Gordon of the North, the masked assassin, and Borden.
Yep.
So,
So let's
Pax.
just hope it's not real.
Yeah, we'll find out.
fucking destroy us.
Oh wait, probably.
Go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Perception. Come on,
Alright,
something
I'm
not
back.
crappy. Oh, that
Alright.
sucks.
Sounds good. You are poking around the second bedroom and don't find anything. This is just a fairly standard, clean bedroom.
Okay.
Heath, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, it will suck. Sad.
Well, you nailed it.
Double ones.
Yeah, again, neither of you find anything as you both are just kind of, Heath kind of cooling down from your almost fighting alter ego, and Pax, you're still just not in a clean headspace to be searching, but you are just to give yourself something to do. Alright, which rooms would you all like?
Just a question. What
Mhm.
is this like big thing? Is this like just a pattern on the floor?
It's actually like a column holding it in the center. Some artwork around it. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like really suspicious as to what it is because it like looks weird on the map.
Alright, go ahead and move yourselves to the next rooms you want to search and roll perception checks.
Max move to the master bedroom. This is better. Come on,
Horror
something good.
rooms.
Oh, it worse. Even worse. I am not perceptive.
Two of you are having a hard time just clearing your heads. Pax, you do find a few sheets of paper in a drawer, and they look kind of used, but they're blank.
Okay, he's just gonna stuff them into I don't know, a pocket of his gore pants.
All right. And Zavin, if you have any more quiz you want to do for Select, go ahead. Otherwise, the two
Nope.
of you can move to one more room and make a last perception check.
If there would be any secret passage to some secret shit, it would be in the library.
All right.
So library and security.
Okay. For Pax, there's the guest bedroom and entertainment room that you can check out, or the servants' quarters, if you want that side of the house.
Let's see.
Or you can redo the master bedroom. That is
I'll redo the master bedroom.
okay. Both of you go ahead and make those final perception checks. There you go.
I've slowly moved down one at a time. I'm getting like worse and worse at this.
Yeah, Pax, you're just getting.
You are just really thinking about how you could fuck up the Solact's mouth.
I think he's just gonna in frustration literally punch one of the columns in this bedroom.
All right. It cracks and you literally blast a partial chunk out of it, just ripping through it as just the chaos and bullshit of all of this just gets to you. Heath, you find the secret passage back to the security room and follow it in.
The security room was hidden.
A little bit, not hard. It wasn't hard to find, but you managed to find it. And it's literally a book that is open on a table, and then you close the book and it opens the security room, so it's not like anything hidden. It's pretty obvious. You go back there and you find a couple vials of agent and reagent in like inkwells.
Agent, reagent.
Mm-hmm.
So I very carefully them up to not disturb them because it could be something very, very dangerous.
They're in inkwells, like things that you keep ink in, and there's like pens next to them.
I know what an inkwell is.
Okay, I just want to make sure you heard it. So, all right.
Are they like colored weirdly, or do they have just the colored ink?
Both are clear.
Okay.
Yep. So,
I go back to the ground floor.
all right.
Oh, so the security room actually didn't have any like computers or anything in it.
There were computers and security information and stuff.
Okay, well, like
But-
Can I look through the cameras?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll for it. Every room in the house has cameras. You can see Solokt and Zavin quietly talking. You can see Pax just tramping his way back to the grand hall after having searched the master bedroom for a second time. There are no other secret passages. You can just drag yourself straight there, Pax.
Are there any
Yeah, okay.
cameras for rooms that shouldn't be there? So like
Nope. There are no other secret rooms in this house according to the security
there
system.
is no like a laboratory or anything.
No. He was.
You pick up the agent and reagent just out of curiosity.
Yeah, he did.
I carry them with me, but like I
Mhm.
try to be gentle because I am
Mhm.
kind of scared that it could be like very dangerous liquids, so like either they are explosive or they are acids or something.
All right. You all meet back up in the grand hall, Savin. During those first like 2-3 minutes, Pax, you got a reply just of "Thank you, glad you're safe," from Drill. Or Pax did.
Yeah, and I guess I'll respond back. Come get us.
He replies, "On my way." So you all, after about an hour, meet up in the grand hall. Heath, you can drag yourself there.
And I
And,
wonder how Jura will react when she sees someone tied up with guns.
All right.
Well,
So you all meet, Zalvin watching him, Solokt, and the other two. You walk in. What are you doing?
okay,
Uh,
well, we should meet up
I'm
with
actually
them, right?
just gonna say, drill's on our way. Let's get Silok to the entryway.
And he first just says, I found those two infos. They say agent of the agent.
I turn on resonance. Do I see? Is there anything in them actually, or no? You said they were clear.
The clear liquid
Yeah,
things
they
with
are
stuff.
clear.
A clear liquid, or clear as in nothing there.
Clear as in clear liquid.
Okay. What would resonance tell me about it? It's probably some weird chemical compound, right?
Yeah. It's a combination of. It's an agent and reagent. One of them will, when combined, they turn black. It's pretty easy
it's
to deduce.
Invisible ink. Then,
It's
I suppose.
invisible ink. Yes.
Yeah. Ah. Just like a spy movie, huh?
Pax will just kind of like pull some pages out of his, like, but they're kind of crumpled, and he'll just like, this is all I could find, and he'll just kind of stand there sullenly, kind of staring off into nowhere.
You found this paper?
They seem to have been used. I don't know. He'll just stop. His words just kind of trail off.
Give me that for a moment,
There
and
could be something hidden.
the vials as well. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the whatchamacallit. Is it the reagent that makes it black, or is it? I guess it is, right?
Yeah. Reagent.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and apply the reagent to where I think that there would be writing.
All right. You do, and this is a map of Dukrath. Except
Wow.
on it are 4 different X's. One.
This had to have been made not by a person because, well, I guess no. The agent turns something that isn't. It turns ink into invisible ink, or
Or
does
you
it
just
use?
No.
Or you just
So
write
this
with
is.
the agent, kind of like when you're like right with lemon juice, like you
Yeah.
can't really see it, and then you hold it over a flame and it turns brown.
This is
Yeah,
That's
but
kinda
like
whack.
imagine drawing something like that. With
this is two-way ink essentially. You can use either one,
Uh-huh.
and then the other will reveal it.
Uh-huh.
So, but they are harmless, harmless to each other, lest you destroy. So, yeah.
Okay, anyway.
So I'm going to activate the Ducraft map to show you what you see.
Yes.
And
Is
you
one
will-
of the X's near Darrett?
yes,
Probably is Derek.
an X with the word anchor underneath it is near Darrett. There is an X essentially on the border of Kret, Grailhouse, and Riftbane that says anchor underneath it. There's an X in the middle of the Puya Crane Desert that says anchor, and then just off the coast of Shelkath and Jagrat, in between Yakal and those three in the Stormbirth Ocean, is an X with the word offspring under it.
What does that mean? What was the guy's name again?
Select.
Lock.
Lock. Offspring. I can understand what anchors are, but offspring?
He kind of looks at the other two and kind of makes a little downward motion with his head, like, I'm not 100% gonna say everything. He says, what we were talking about earlier, the it's bait.
Uh-huh. Alright, well. Zaman will go to the
For
other.
the creature.
Yeah. Zaman will go to the other guys and say, well, it seems one thing I can glean from talking to him is he really wants to talk to was it Gordon or Borden? I keep on forgetting. I keep on
Borden.
getting mixed up.
I know, it's Borden.
Borden, yeah, Borden. I think if we do, it very well might lead us to our death somehow. So that he can, regroup and whatnot with the fellow winners. Which is scary. Maybe we can let him call once we're in a safer location.
Do you tell us what the how do I call it? What he called the people, so that him and Sibolas are the scientists and Gordon is the enforcer? Do you
No.
tell us
I doubt that's
No.
gonna happen.
that?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I
Really?
do
That's hardcore.
make it a fact that for Slavat to hear that I said that we might want to let him call Borden. So like I am fulfilling my promise of mentioning
Mm-hmm.
to the other people, see if they're okay with it.
Yep. He doesn't react.
Yeah.
Maybe once he's under lock and key, and unless anyone objects, Pax is literally just going to drag him along the floor by the gun restraints towards the entrance, not looking back at him.
Right. As you drag him,
Call my friend. No, fuck off.
as you drag him, you hear Drill land outside, and you drag him to the plane. And Drill sees him, looks down at the guns, looks at you, Pax, nods, looks at Heath, nods, looks at Zavin, nods, and then just full on slaps Select as hard as she can in the face. He spits out a tooth, blood dripping down his chin a little bit, smiles at her, looks at Zavin as you all mount up the plane and goes, "Oh, Zavin, 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks to make your decision. You'll know when 1 week is up."
Someone gives a nod.
And
So is this? I'm assuming this is blatantly within ear and eye shot.
Oh yeah.
So Pax is gonna like kind of load him on the plane, but just intentionally just crack his head on the top of the doorway.
He just goes and passes out. You knock him out.
And then he'll just let him drop to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't even want to look at him right now. And he'll just like, I don't know, walk off to the back of the plane or to the front or the cockpit or whatever.
All right. As you drop him, put him down, you see Drill actually begins to strip him. And then once he's naked, she just drags him to the back of the plane and sits him there. Starts going through his clothes, then throws them out of the door before you all take off.
Follows back into like his normal self
And
and gets on the plane.
all right. As you all mount up.
Takes the maps with him.
Right. As you all mount up, unless there's any conversations you want to have so you don't forget anything next week, we'll end it.
Drill our speculations were correct, it seems. They, the group, they found something powerful in Presidia, godlike being, and they are manipulating it to do its bidding.
I see. She
I
just.
believe they've won, and somehow they have achieved a sort of immortality, is what I got from my conversation. Judging from his expression when I talked about his death and all that, he wasn't phased, but maybe he was phased enough to say that he doesn't know if it's true immortality.
The creature. Drill looks up. The pink one. The man who keeps coming back.
Well, I wouldn't call that immortality, but more reincarnation almost. But, well, I guess the effect is pretty similar.
Well, they're scientists. They might have been able to find a way to harness that and make it potentially even better.
So they will be like this guy from the cave that I played these years ago. I think he was purple.
I don't know, but we can decide what to do on the flight.
Also, I think that under no circumstance should we let him contact Gordon. He was really eager about that. So I think that Gordon may be able to help him in some way.
Perhaps we can let him contact him once we've secured Borden ourselves. They can contact
That's
each
cool. They
other
can
in
talk
their
in
nice cell.
Yes. Like one made out of those diamond walls you can create.
If there's a way to get more secure cells, I'd like to have it. All it takes is just nerve control or something similar to just shatter them.
So the chain with a move.
I don't know. I'm sure the occurrence order will probably have some idea what to do. Wait, that's who we're working for, right? Or no? Was the occurrence order the bad guys? Or?
Occurrence order are just like a group of scientists, and they are like a non-governmental agency.
Yep.
They,
And
they,
then
they are the ones that he's just a part of, and Joel is also a part of.
Yep. But there is a subset of them apparently that is part of whatever is going on.
Yeah.
So
God Squad, or however you want to call them. God Pound.
all right. So
It's like reference.
So then no one asks Zavin what the heck that was all about with, you have 2 weeks.
yeah,
It's like
Zavin's
either way,
okay with
you'll
that.
just die in 2 weeks.
All right.
But by the way, Zavin, what thing do you have 2 weeks to decide on?
Well, see, when I was left to talk to him, the best way to get information is to, make you think like you're the friend. So, I said,
That's true. I was taught that when we are going over behavior in college.
yes. So I talked about the possibility of joining. And like that, buttered him up to speak, but he didn't really say much because he really wanted to talk to Borden. I'm sure the interrogators at the Cronin's Order will probably be able to get more out of him in better ways than us.
We'll see. Maybe some of them have abilities like remember Anita from the mercenary band? It seems that she could sense when someone was lying to her. Maybe we can find someone who has similar abilities.
Zavin, go ahead and roll persuasion at +3, and Heath, just make a perception check.
+3 that, so it's 13
13.
actually.
All right, Pax is back. All right, yep, he's telling the truth. Pax, they just had a little, or Jason, they just had a little conversation with Jaril about what to do next, the occurrence order,
Okay.
and told her what was up. And then Heath just asked Zavin what the 2 weeks was about. And Zavin said that he had pretended to be Salak's friend to try to get information out of him. But all Salak had really wanted was just to call Borden.
Okay.
So you can make a perception check from your seat if you want.
I'll try. Unless I roll double sixes, there's no way I'm gonna be.
Yep.
Or actually, I guess anything more
Lot of
than a
doubles.
double, like
Double
a double 4 would be the only way. A double, like double 4, double 5, double 6 is really the only way I'm gonna detect anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I actually have a 13. I forgot to add the +3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
fine. So unless this is like double,
Ooh.
close, but no.
Not enough. Yeah.
Nothing. Pax, it is
Well, you
good
saw
to
me
see.
as the guy that was trying to like give you a pep talk while you were depressed too.
Yeah. And Pax, it is good to see someone else, as Jaril seems to be attempting to make Salak in her own little way as uncomfortable as possible when he wakes up. So, with
Actually,
that,
I'll stop that.
you are on your way back to your call. That is where we are going to end tonight's session.